Hi, my name's Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Dude, we made it back. You know what? I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
Hey.
They're making good burger too, just so you know.
I feel like you've started every stream with that for the last 2 months.
Well,
I don't remember.
Excited. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Do you remember when I told you that they were making gargoyles?
Yes.
I got fucking played. They're not.
What? They fucking. What? Damn, I got played.
But what about the
too.
unicorn
Second
one?
play.
I know. No Una. Nothing. No Detective Broadway.
Detective Broadway. Oh my god.
Way to bring down the mood before the game starts, Jenna. Jeez.
Yeah, gotta get you in the right headspace.
You're right.
Serious.
This is Animorphs. I mean, animal morphers. Two animals.
Animals. The animals.
Oh, the animals?
The animals.
The anemones.
Ernemers.
I want. Who are we going to talk to today?
Me.
What about?
Not you, Alex, but Alexander.
Ugh, rude.
Not you, the one, him, or her. You, Alexander. Be here or be somewhere else on August 21st. If you want to watch Art Corner.
It's your own art corner. Be there on August 21st.
Yeah. Not you, Alex.
Not you.
Alexander.
Hey,
Austin's
Austin,
talking to the one specific person in the audience.
Side listener, earmuffs for a second.
You and Alex have to go over here for a second.
Yeah, Austin.
Go ahead.
Alexander, if you short form it, is also Alex as well. So it's like a joke. Like it's our art corner, but it's like their name too.
Dude, that's so good.
Right?
Right. Look, dude. All right, let's take two when we go back in, okay?
All right, okay, take two.
But as just like a little prank, do you want to leave them waiting just a little bit longer?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What'd you have for lunch?
Oh, I don't know. What did you have for lunch?
Shit. We got to bring them back in because I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up, guys? All right.
Yeah, you should show up because it's your art corner.
It's your art corner too. Be there. 21st.
I have no idea what was said.
I
No one does.
Speak
I
that
can't.
language.
I don't think I do.
Anyways, you guys have anything coming up?
No.
I mean, like Dragon Con.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't have
coming up.
anything coming up.
Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Everybody raise your hand if you're going to Dragon Con. Nate, hang on, not so fast.
Are we just bullying Nate?
Yeah,
What's
I'm
happening?
sorry.
It's just bullying me. I
Nate,
can't go. Sorry.
You will be there in spirit.
I'll FaceTime you.
We'll give a
Stallion
fuck about
is
my
now.
spirit. My spirit doesn't drink.
It doesn't?
Mine does.
No, I left church 20 years ago.
You
don't have to do it at
give your
church.
stallion water.
Okay.
What? Oh, we're making an
What is
animated
that?
film joke.
See?
Are you not always making an animated film joke?
No.
Not when we talk about Dragon Con, where water is not allowed. That is just a joke. You should absolutely drink water the whole time at Dragon Con. It is very fucking hot.
I want one of them thermoses. It's like this one, but
Jenna has a thing where she loves when people drink water.
I'm into
Very
it.
fucking hot. Yeah.
Water.
You can put stickers on them.
On water?
Yeah.
A water bottle.
Water
Oh,
bottles.
yes. Wobble wobble.
A lot of water bottles.
Birder, birder.
Bam balam.
Well, with that,
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. The scene outside the cabin was tense, as Dylan was put under scrutiny by Savannah. Dylan explains that the drugs that she had acquired were a last-ditch plan to keep her dad occupied. She doesn't get much from either of them as she explains this, but it is clear when they take the drugs from her that they do not support this decision. The team moves forward with their mission, except now Cameron is on Dylan watch. The first victim was a man walking through the crosswalk, when the little crossing person symbol turned into the hand with no notice, followed by several cars who eased off the gas before slamming on the brakes as the lights suddenly started flickering through green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red. This worked out into somewhat of a system for letting one car through until the police arrived to direct traffic. Phones in the Department of Transportation in Ocean Grove began to ring. This consumed most of the calls to the emergency dispatchers for about half an hour, until one came over about a minor crash. No one was hurt, but the bumper was ripped off a car in the next district over. The already spread thin police couldn't get there quickly with all the signals going haywire, and not responding to the usual pings from the police cars approaching with lights and sirens blaring. All the lines at the government building for the DOTOG were now fully jammed. As the head IT guy for the entire transportation department was profusely sweating over his computer, trying desperately to figure out what sort of junk code nonsense was suddenly affecting the entire grid system, and coming to terms with the fact that he was going to have to call several people in after hours, which no one was going to be happy about, he saw in real time as another section of the city grid was being changed. He began to desperately lock out whatever he could on his computer, not at all expecting his Thursday night to go sideways like this. He glanced at his watch and came to terms with the fact that there was no way he was going to make it home in time for his D&D show. As Police Officer Brooks cruises away from filling out the accident report, he takes a side street hoping to avoid any streetlights on his way to the assigned crossroads where he would soon be directing traffic. It was an all-hands-on-deck kind of a night. He noted 3 workers, one red-headed, one blonde curly hair, and one wearing a beanie. He nodded to them, relieved to see someone from DOT was already on this. It's going to be a long night if they don't get this fixed soon. Skipping over the map of Ocean Grove and panning up above the rooftops, there are massive sections of the city where red and blue lights bounced off, reflecting off siding, glass, concrete. Nestled in the middle of this crescent strip of activity is a house where things are quiet. But activity is headed towards it, as a man driving a blue Mazda 3 winds his way through the neighborhood streets, flipping through the radio channels, oblivious to the 2 large birds of prey winging their way after him pell-mell. As he walks inside his house, he's pleased that his daughter is here so he can gift her the new case he bought her for her new phone, and he can hardly wait for the surprise he has planned for her later tonight. But first, he's going to soak up some rare time with her before work. They settle in to watch My Girl, and that's the last thing he is aware of, until he wakes up a few hours later to the blaring car alarm. His daughter, Dylan, was saying something, and it takes him a minute to tune into it. Oh, he's sitting on his keys. He pulls them out of his pocket and shuts off the alarm, and then falls back into oblivion. The parks around the gardens were a lovely place to walk around at sunset. That's why Ruth came here to push her darling baby around and take in the evening air every day. She certainly wasn't fishing for compliments from the people walking around with the same idea, even though she positively beamed with pride every time someone acknowledged just how perfect her beautiful bundle of joy was. So it was with a oh my God. Why did I attempt this word? So it was with a magnanimity born of excessive contentment that she caught the snippet of conversation as she walked past a young man receiving a job offer, and in her mind wished him all the luck in the world with his new job. As she continued to her car, she didn't note for even a moment the sudden muffling of sound behind her. She would never know that she was yards away from a forming alliance between a race of ancient androids, a couple teenagers, and one Andalite. She would have never believed it anyways. Space, the final frontier. Dylan's dad sits at the helm of a Starship Enterprise, ready to issue commands. As his daughter turns to him, his first lieutenant, and alerts him to the hail signal, he boldly orders her to bring them up on the screen. It's a small blonde boy, and he's looking for his glasses. He can't see without his glasses. And then he starts to knock, tap, tap, tap on the screen. With a jolt, he sits up and realizes it's not the screen, it's his front door. He's asleep on the couch, and it's way too late. His big meeting is tonight. He jumps up and starts looking for his phone, but as he puts together what woke him up, he forces himself to stop and spare just a minute to appreciate his daughter's stunned expression as she sees her brand new car. He was so happy to be able to make her this happy and everything, after everything they had been through. She's so excited, she bolts outside and hops in. He smiles to himself. Yeah, he did great. And as the yellow Mustang roars away, To adjoining street, a large bird dives through the window, and that's where we are now.
Why you do this?
I love it. I love hurting you guys.
Why would you make my actions have consequences?
How dare you?
That's very rude.
I know.
Okay.
Austin's worse, though.
I mean, I expected from him.
worse.
I didn't see the weak thing on recording.
Now you all know I'm weak.
Not weak, just weaker than me.
Yeah.
It goes without saying.
But you, Alexander,
You son of a bitch.
You're weaker than all of us, Alexander.
You coward.
and you're a coward. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Come to Art Corner and it'll
Prove
be
us wrong.
fine.
And
Prove you
redeem
wrong.
yourself.
I bet you don't know how to say no to this.
Yeah, I bet you don't know how to say Eris right. Because that's what
I bet you don't know how to say magnanimity.
I bet you don't know how to say Macklemore.
I should have practiced that word, huh?
Mac Miller.
Oh, R.I.P., man.
All right.
Damn, Alex gonna make me cry. Nate gonna make me cry. Dylan. Cameron looks at you with his osprey eyes. And he says, hey, whatever Zac did worked. The roads are all backed up around here, especially around the bridges to the northeast. I think it's the northeast.
Nice. Now we just got to keep an eye on my dad and make sure that he can't make it.
Yeah, he's already pretty late. What do you want to do? Are we gonna? You want me to stay in the air or?
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
Okay. I'll stay close to both of you.
All right. And Dylan's just going to look for a place to pull over and park.
Yeah. Do you want to be like inconspicuous, or you just like gonna find like a back alley, or just pull on the side of the road or something?
No, like anywhere, like a parking spot.
Yeah, you go a little ways down the road, like where he couldn't just see out of the house and see you, and you find like a little parking spot that you could park at.
Sweet.
Cameron hops up to the open window and then flutters off, and like as he climbs into the air, he's like kind of circling around the neighborhood. Can you still hear me?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It looks like also that little strip down the road a little ways, with the like across the bridge with the auto shop. It's also backed up over there.
Nice.
And he's just circling overhead. Anything you want to do?
While she's parked, Dylan's going to pull out her phone and just take a look and see if anybody has messaged her.
I don't think so. Have you given the number to anybody else yet? I just don't remember. Well, nobody's. We're gonna cut that part out. Nobody's messaging.
We don't have to.
Well, I mean, we will for the podcast anyway. But yeah, no messages.
All right.
Zac.
Present.
You're in this car, and as you guys are going down the road outside of the gardens, Craig, who is out, did you take the front seat or the back seat?
Whichever one was open.
We'll say that Craig was sitting up front, so you're in the back seat, and he'll kind of
Sounds good.
turn and look back at you, and they'll say, "So, Zac, may I ask you a question?"
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on morphing sentient creatures such as humans? Xander says, "Craig, that is intrusive." Zac,
It's cool, man.
you don't have to answer.
You know, it's important if we're going to be working together. Like, we should kind of share our strategies or whatever. Yeah, like, you know, it's not something to do all the time, but there's some times you just need to be a person. Ideally, you know, not anybody that can get in trouble for wherever you're at or whatever. And, you know, sparingly with permission where possible, et cetera, et cetera.
Interesting. And do you feel the same if we were to take the likeness of an actual human being?
Don't you already do that?
No, most of these are generated.
Oh, so you mean by virtue of the fact that like you're creating one accidentally or like artificially, like therefore it is not really a human, but are you not living as that human?
Oh,
So therefore does it not become real? It's like a whole Descartesian thing, right? So like you act as human, so therefore you are, right?
that is, yes, I agree, but that's not what I was asking.
No,
we do take
no.
on these human lives, but we look like we don't take someone's likeness and copy it.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But we could.
But in effect, though, you do, right? Because like they say that there's only so many different combinations. So even like within the current population of Earth, there's like, was it 6 or 7 other people that look exactly like you?
Maybe, but we have to account for that randomness within our holograms as well.
Yeah. So like you're not going to copy anybody that exists within the local population, and I guess local population is relative for you.
We don't copy anyone, but we do.
Can Zac? Do you want Zac to roll like a computers thing? Because I'm trying to like go off of AI, artificial generation.
You can roll, technology or
okay. I feel like I'm bullshitting it pretty well, but we should probably see how well Zac can bullshit. Yeah. I need to have. Where's 420? There it is.
Oh, we got the physical dice.
Yeah, I like the physical dice. I do have to.
A 12.
Out of a 19, right? But I have disadvantage. Yeah, so it's 12.
So what you're saying is like sound in like human science or technology, but you get the feeling the way like what he's saying, that their technology is just advanced enough to, like, what you're saying sounds good and is probably correct, like I said, from a human perspective, but their technology is way more advanced.
And I'm also missing the point, right?
Yeah.
All right, so like if you're just, I don't know, copying the mayor, that's probably not good. But if you had permission, I think that'd be okay.
What if copying the mayor was imperative to the mission?
Yeah, well, if the mayor specifically is needed in that moment, then yeah, you have to do what you got to do for the mission. You have to put the needs of many over the needs of few, right?
Spock.
So how important is the mission compared to the potential damage you could do to that person?
Some humans would say the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Yeah, I agree there too. Theoretically, but like I don't know that necessarily correlates, because like it might be a low risk and a huge reward, or it might be a huge risk with a low reward.
Well, I only ask to understand you as well as your species. So any input that I get is...
Oh, I'm not a spokesman for the species.
Yeah, but you're part of it.
Yeah, so like you now have 0.0000001% of the data you need.
Oh, I've been keeping records for a long time.
Okay, cool. As long as I'm not representative for the species as a whole.
Well, you are one.
Yeah, not a representative. Not representative of, yeah, you know. A data point. You get stats, right? You're like a computer.
Yes.
Cool.
So what's your plan?
Tonight?
Yes.
I'm really just trying to stop one thing from happening. So, until I get, further instructions or whatever. That was the whole point of the traffic thing. We get here, like, I'm just going to see what Van needs us to do.
Very well. Yeah, looks forward. And you continue down the road as you see cop lights flashing on the roads parallel to you as they're moving through the city. Savannah, you're in the air. Are you staying with the car or are you heading further ahead? What are you going to
do? Stay with the car, sort of, because it's going to be faster. So she's kind of going to go on a direct line, but if she can keep the roadways well enough in the same site, she'll head on a direct line towards the observatory.
Okay. Aximili is near enough to you to thought speak, but he is making sure to keep his distance just so it doesn't look like you all are flying together. And he says, Savannah, are we going to wait for the rest of them to join us or are we going in without them?
I think we should go in without them. We should get started as soon as possible.
Okay. So I guess you two, as you pull ahead, you're making pretty good time. You see over, the whole ocean. You can actually like see the different grids almost where Zac has changed the different stuff. The way the traffic is all kind of bunched up in there. It does cause some of the surrounding areas to even have their traffic slow down. It's going to take a while for anybody to get across Ocean Grove. We'll cut back to Dylan real quick. Dylan, as you're sitting in the car, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh.
Do you have disadvantage?
Let me look. Hold on. Yep.
So you're like just looking at your phone and I don't know, maybe finishing up the, not the setup, but like, important contacts and logging in, adding your passwords or whatever. But yeah, we'll say, how long do you sit before you do anything?
Probably until I hear anything from Cameron again.
So after about 15 minutes, we'll say, Cameron says, hey, your dad, he's out of the house on the front porch just looking back and forth. He's yelling your name now.
Okay, good. That means he doesn't know where I went. I'm going to try and get a few streets over.
Okay, cool.
And she's going to pull out of the parking lot and try to drive a little bit further away.
All right. Easy enough for you to, just drive around. You do see a cop car with its lights on fly past you. Roll me another perception check as you're coming down the road.
God.
You do see two cars like behind the cop car. One has just tinted windows. The other is just a box truck. And yeah, they keep moving the opposite direction of you. Is there you get to another place to park if you just want to do that?
Yeah, and as soon as she does, she's going to call her dad.
Okay. As you call, go straight to voicemail.
Straight. Oh, I turned it off. Good. All right. Nice. He hasn't found it yet. That's good.
He went back in the house.
Yeah, he's going to find it soon then.
You need me to do anything? I don't even know what I can do.
I need you to keep an eye on him.
Okay. Will do.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to do?
No. She's literally just trying to make sure that he stays at that house.
Okay. Let me make a roll real quick. Another 20 minutes goes past, and Cameron says, okay, he came back out, and he's dressed now, and he's starting to walk down the street. Let me see. Oh, wrong one. Where is it? It doesn't look like he has the phone.
Why would he leave without his phone? She's going to try and call him again.
Straight to voicemail.
Who leaves the house without a phone?
He's going to the neighbor. He's knocking
All
on.
right.
And he's talking to him. He went inside.
Which neighbor?
The left side.
Okay. All right.
The one that her light was the one that came on and got me.
Shit.
I'm gonna go down lower and see if I can see anything.
Okay. Yeah, and listen too.
I can see right in. Her curtains open in her kitchen. It looks like he's got her phone. And then your phone rings.
Nice. I'm gonna give it to the last possible second to answer it.
He looks panicked. And then it's about that time.
All right. As soon as I think that I might miss it, I'm gonna answer. Dad, this car is amazing.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, where are you?
Oh, I'm stuck in this crazy traffic.
Somebody slashed my tires.
What?
Yeah. And I didn't know where you were. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, but you're safe. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with, everything. The whole grid is messed up. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I'm good. I had to pull over so that, I could answer.
That's That's very responsible, Dylan. I'm proud of you for that. But can you turn around? I think I'm going to need a ride in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I don't know if I can make it through all this.
I can't find my phone either. I've tried. I don't know. I've looked everywhere. Can you try to call it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back over to the house to look for it. Please try to get back as soon as you can.
Okay, Dad.
Okay. Love you. Be careful.
Love you too.
Don't give any strangers rides.
Never.
Okay. And
he hangs up the phone.
Yeah, he waited for you to hang up. And all right. He's giving her the phone back. She's trying to offer him water or something. He's leaving though. Right. Walking back. Yeah, he's back at your house now. He's going in.
Sweet. He's gonna look for the phone. That'll take him a while. Nice.
Right. Anything we should do in between?
No, just I don't think that we can get a hold of anybody.
That's probably true. And after another 20 minutes, you're still sitting in your car in your parking spot. No new news from Cameron. Zac, it is because of the backed up traffic on some of the bridges and the way they kind of took, if you can look at the map, we'll say they took the way around the gardens to the right into the white space down towards that bridge.
Okay.
But still some of the traffic there is just still crazy.
Yeah, because other people are, obviously going to try to go that way.
Yeah. So it is taking you longer. And I would say you probably haven't heard from Savannah in a little while.
I'm going to look at the clock on the dashboard. Like, we were supposed to meet at a certain time. Am I late yet? Could we still get there?
So you all were supposed to be, I think, at the observatory at 7.
Yeah.
And so right now it's about 6:30 for you all.
Okay.
And it's going to, you think you're, by the way, actually, go ahead. You can give me a technology roll and a survival roll. Or actually, yeah, give the technology. If you pass it, you can have advantage on the survival.
10.
A 10, so no advantage, just regular.
3.
It's gonna, you'll probably be there on time.
Yeah. I'm having a different thought, and that's it's just Xander and Craig in the car, right?
Yes.
Okay. Xander's driving.
Yes.
Hey, Xander, do you think you can get down a side road or something? Like an alley, like somewhere that I could, make a quick change.
No one can see in here.
I mean, your tent's pretty dark, dog, but it's not. It's not
we can make it to where no one can see in here.
Okay, well, I think they'll notice an owl flying out of your car, though. So,
all right, no problem. And he'll drive for a little ways. I don't think this needs a roll. He can. There's a lot of chaos and stuff going on. He pulls down an alleyway, and it looks, pretty secluded.
6:30 is dusk, right? Is it getting dusk, or is it still pretty light out?
It's starting to. It's starting. The sun is starting to set.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'm gonna do another check around. I know that they've parked and they say it's okay, but I'm gonna still just make myself feel better. Look around, I'm checking on building tops, looking for cameras, that kind of shit.
Cool.
What do you want for that? Investigation or?
You can do perception or investigation for this.
Investigation sounds good. 19, baby.
19. Yeah, you look around and this looks like a it's an alleyway that nobody's in right now. You don't see any cameras on like the sides of the buildings or anything like that. It even has the what's starting to become the Humanimal favorite cover of a dumpster in this alleyway.
Yeah, we love a dumpster. I'm not going to use it though. I'm just going to morph in the car. I'm gonna let them know. I thought Alex was yelling at me for a second. She's looking off screen. I was like, what? Huh? Yeah.
The dog is climbing the bookshelves.
Wow.
Really wants to make that library.
Impressive. Knowledge is power. Don't stifle her. She's trying to learn. Yeah, so I'm gonna let him know. Yeah, I'm just gonna morph. It's pretty gross. You probably don't want to watch.
I would like to, Craig says as he turns around.
It's fucking weird, bro. It's really creepy.
If it is uncomfortable, I will not.
Look, it was just the way you said that I don't like.
Oh.
You could have just done it without saying, you know what, it's fine, I gotta go. Carry
Craig
on.
is programmed to be awkward, Xander says.
Yeah. It's fucking top tier programming, dog.
He picked it. He's weird.
I'm gonna go now. And then he starts morphing.
Do you want to describe your morph?
Yeah, so I'm sitting in the back seat and I've like stripped the shirt off, and you know how awkward it is in the back seat of a car to get your pants off. We've all been there.
I get it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It,
so, but he kind of like shimmies them down, and they're like around his ankles, but he hasn't like gone the full. You know, he hasn't taken care of everything,
especially skinnies.
Yeah, Craig's got his fucking seat back all the way like an asshole, so like he can't like get down next to the shoes. Kicks the shoes off, just like gets the heels off, you know, and then the morph begins. And he's like kind of hunched in, and he just sort of shrinks down into his pelvis, and the legs sort of shrink up like spaghetti, like. Oh. And yeah, it makes that noise. Do you want it again? Yeah. It's bad. As he's going, you know, feathers are poofing out in patches. I feel like he never manages to get like a nice. It's always just. His face is. Oh, I said he took his shirt off, so never mind. I was going to say his face is hidden by the shirt, you know, when it happens, but it doesn't. Instead, Craig gets to totally see when his human head just sort of melts into his neck. And an owl face just sort of comes out of his chest, and then everything else just sort of shrinks down around it the way it should go. It didn't go in the right order. It didn't go the right way. It's fucking extra nasty just for Craig.
Hell yeah.
The way he likes it.
He does.
Yeah. Anyway, and then he gets fully morphed and goes, "Oh, could someone roll down the back window? I forgot." Perfect. Good Foley work. And then he takes off. Takes off out of there. And gets up and then starts heading towards the observatory as fast as his little owl wings can go.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh. As an owl, don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm going to definitely do that. I've decided to vamp a bit for no real reason.
It's strength.
I know that. You're not my real dad.
I know. I just play it on TV.
How's a fucking 3, baby?
3, baby.
3's really good for owls.
There's no thermals. Not at night.
Nope. They don't need them.
Nope. I don't know
what
it has to do with it when you're flying slow.
Yeah. You know what else there aren't any of at night?
Yeah.
You know, I don't even have to say it.
Sun.
Yeah, the sun. There's no suns at night. Everyone knows the sun disappears every night and then reappears in the morning.
Canon. Sorry.
The owl understanding of science is such. Dispute me, bird facts queen.
No one would listen anyways.
Well, some people.
Just defeatist. Yeah. So I'm fucking doing a terrible job, but I'm flying towards the observatory.
Savannah, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. As an owl, I'm sure is what you would like.
Yes, please.
I got you. I can do that. How's a 16 hit ya?
A 16?
A 16, Chapel.
You see as you're flying, you see a man's watch and you check the time. It's about get closer to 6:45 now, and you can see the observatory set in the mountains towards the north of Ocean Grove. How do you want to approach?
Great question. Flying around, like going directly to the observatory. There's no need as an owl to try and obfuscate what I'm doing here, but I would love to do like a really quick circle of that thing and see like what we can see around it. And
Okay.
we've been there before. We've established, correct?
I think you
On
have
a school
been there.
trip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So she's going to be keeping in mind like focusing on like entrances and different places that she knows that she's gone in, but looking for anything else that's like a good entry point.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me another perception check as you get closer, and accidentally will too.
Okay, that's how's a 21 hit you?
Oh, right here in the heart.
This is upsetting what accidentally has done.
So you do notice he's kind of been a little bit quiet. I'm coughing. He has been a little bit quiet. And he seems to just be staring ahead as he's watching, just looking at the observatory. And you see him doing that as you're circling and start looking around. You notice that there are buildings on the outside, but this is all nestled into a mountainside. So the observatory sits outside of, like it sits at the base, and then there's a tower that comes out of it. It's the actual place where you go in and you look at what they have to show and they do their presentation. That is a big circular building, and then a tower is attached to it, and it looks like it goes up about, you got 21, looks like it goes up 4 floors, including the ground floor. The aquarium, there is like an entrance building, but it looks like the aquarium is built into the cave. There are some buildings that are outside, but the majority of it is in the mountainside. Entry points. So you can obviously fly right over any kind of gate or entranceway that they have. To get into the observatory and where the telescope is, there's a main entrance. You look around, it looks like there's windows on pretty much every floor. I want to make sure I give you all the right information the first time. The entrance to the tower and the observatory room there's 2 separate ones, but they also connect. Yeah, four floors. There's windows on the first 3, but not the top floor where the lens for the telescope comes out. It is like one of those big lens telescopes. Even if it's just for show, that is what it looks like on the top of it. And that's what you get as you fly around and you're like kind of glancing. Anything else that you want to know from that?
Around the telescope lens, is that open?
You would have to get a little bit closer and check it out.
Okay. Then I think at that point, what she'll do is just say, "Aximili, what's what we're looking for to get you what you need to do with the transmission?"
I will need to infiltrate their systems, install the Z-Space transponder, and you see with your perception check, in his talon is a little circular bead-looking object, and he says, and then establish the connection, and then have the meeting.
Okay, so we're looking for the computer room here.
I believe, yes, or
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
what?
Oh no.
You froze.
I froze.
You froze.
Am I back?
You're back now.
Oh, what did you not hear?
He started singing Owl City, and then
Owl City.
if I could believe my eyes, if 1 million fireflies.
yeah, he said, "I believe," and then that was it.
Ah, that planet Earth spins slowly. Gotcha.
Slowly. I believe we would need to be have access to whatever controls the satellite or whatever controls the telescope.
So is there we can get closer look in the telescope. Is there like a quick way from hang on. Is there like any way from anything that we would have known that would tell us where that might be?
I don't. Yeah, actually, go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, a history check. How delightful. I've never done that before. It's a 5. I'll never do it again now.
Well, you were pretty young whenever your field trip went there, and they may have mentioned it, like how it works and all that, but you can't recall it at the moment.
How about with a 5? Do I know what floor the gift shop was on?
With the 5, it's pretty cloudy,
murky. Okay,
yeah.
great.
Murky,
So I can't even eliminate like a singular floor here.
You can give me just a straight up intelligence check.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna say this is with disadvantage because it's like in Savannah's.
Yeah, because you've never 14.
14. Intelligence, just common sense is gonna tell you it's probably on the first floor.
All right, let's go to the first floor then. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll tell Aximili, like I'm guessing it's probably gonna be on the lowest level at the bottom of the telescope.
I'm sorry. You said the gift shop. You're muted.
Thank God, because there was so much barking, you wouldn't have heard it anyways. So she'll probably say, I know it's probably not on the first floor. Maybe we could find a different one. This is very chaotic right now.
I'm just happy that you understand my fucking pain now.
I don't even know what she's barking at because she's just torn apart this entire room and is just barking into the darkness right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe there was a doggy daycare at the observatory tonight. That's crazy.
I know. It's wild how, like, with this great owl hearing, you can just hear dogs.
You can hear dogs
all over the city.
All over there.
What? It seems like the same dog, but that's probably just...
That's just owl hearing.
We can fix that real quick
Foley artist
if you want.
What it is. Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Hang on, I had another joke. Let me remember it.
Please.
Or
I forgot it. Owls and dogs or something. I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, we get it.
You get it.
That's a good one, Austin. Good work.
All right.
Ready?
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get back to it.
You think maybe if you get a little bit closer, you can see if there's a way in up top, but
awesome. Yeah, so I'll just say, Aximili, I'm gonna keep going closer. Let's look for a way in. I don't believe it's on the first floor. That's like the gift shop and stuff like that.
Very well. and he'll kind of go the opposite way of you and kind of circle around the building. And as you get closer, you can make another perception check. Oh, nice. Yeah, you see that where the telescope comes out, there is a gap and an opening where you can see into the room that's in there. It's dimly lit.
Yeah, but I've got owl eyes, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I see in there?
Just through this opening, I'll say you can see the floor and then a desk, and the dimly lit part is some kind of illumination coming from on top of the desk.
Computer screen, probably. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Aximili, can you see into the building right there? I think you can actually see into maybe a room like we would need.
I do. There's some kind of electrical glow coming from the desk. That may be the control room. I'm not sure, though. I would have to go in to check it out.
Do you want to go in or do you want me to go in?
Well, I will need to be the one that eventually goes in. I might as well. We could both, or would you rather stay out here and keep a lookout?
I don't know that I'll be much help being a lookout out here because I can't see into the room. Maybe you go in first, and if it's clear, I'll follow you in. If it's not, you just abandon immediately.
Yes, that makes sense. And you see him kind of bank, tuck his wings, and dive towards the hole. He disappears, like as you're flying, he disappears under the telescope lens, and we'll cut back to Zac. Zac, give me another athletics check.
You know, I have a fly of 60 feet. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're definitely going that. This is to see if you can go more.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Couple negative ones for you.
Whatever is going on with you right now, you're just tired, and you feel like you should probably take a little break.
Do I look down and realize I still have like human legs? I'm just like dragging a.
What if your belt is hanging around you still?
This is stupid. I'm sorry, it's so stupid. I just had this dumb thought. That's all.
Oh, spaghetti leg Nate, that's what we call them.
Little spaghetti legs. Bunch of fucking. There's some bird watcher going, I gotta call Audubon. What is happening?
Roll me a perception check though, as you're up in the air and huffing and puffing as a bird.
I love rolling these. How about a
yeah, birds can
24.
breathe very hard.
Nat 20.
Nate,
Through their gills.
You're tired, man, but you look down, or not Nate. Who the fuck is Nate? Who said that behind me? Get the fuck out of here. Zac.
Yeah.
As you're like huffing and puffing and looking around, you notice a police car with its sirens on, and it's moving down the road. People are clearing out of its way, and behind it is a black car with tinted windows and a box truck. On the side of the box truck,
it's Miko and Big Zo's pizzas.
It says Watts Construction. And it's headed the same way you are.
I'm gonna dive down closer to the box truck and try to listen for noises inside it and the car, the black tinted car. I don't care about the cop.
Give me a perception check.
Love doing those. Let's try it again. Cool. Couple of 6s, baby.
The box truck is really noisy, and like underneath it rattles a lot, and it's hard to make out what's coming from underneath or what's coming from inside.
I just rolled double twos. All right.
There was a lot of double rolls. Alex rolled double 19s. I rolled double 22s. You rolled double negative.
Also, it's like taking a while to show up. Are you noticing that too?
It's because we have the physical dice.
It's the 3D, yeah. I'm doing a 3D dice roll because they're fun and I like the noise it makes. But like,
Yeah.
I got a double 2, which with a -3 strength is double -1.
Yeah.
And I got
Look at you cursing us with physical dice.
Yeah, that's the problem. 3D,
I'm sure.
fake physical dice. Anyway,
and with that noise from the box truck, it's hard to hear inside the car as well. You might be able to take another pass at it if you get a different angle, but now
I'm going to try to look in the windows.
Okay.
Of maybe the box truck.
All right. You can
swoop down, look through the windshield into the back to see if I can see any shapes, silhouettes.
Go ahead and give another perception check.
Oh, there we go. 17 on that one.
A 17. So inside the box truck, you do take another pass, and you see just two guys in there. You can't see into the back. It's just kind of like a wall in the cab.
Got you. Okay. It's not the open variety.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still pretty sure I know what this is. How far do we have to go before we get to the observatory?
You are about, we'll say they're floating. They're floating as in they're fucking zooming down these roads following this cop.
Yeah.
And you are just getting in the cross section of the blue, yellow, orange, and light blue districts. So right in front of the military base.
All right. They're going way faster than I can go, aren't they?
The cops or the cars?
Yeah, these three, this little caravan.
Give me
convoy.
I guess a survival or a nature check. Or wisdom, maybe. Just a flat wisdom roll if you want.
Just a flat whiz. 15.
With the 15, you know that you being up in the air may let you keep some kind of pace with them, but they'll probably get to whatever destination before you, but you won't be far behind them.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to dive down and grab the top of the truck, just get some talons into a rivet or something.
You can either give me an attack roll or an acrobatics check.
Fucking, let's do an attack.
Mm-hmm.
I got some talons. Let's attack with them talons.
I mean, it's not hard. You definitely get your talons into this box truck, but then like the wind hits you as you try to kind of fold your wings and you fold back. Roll me a dexterity save as like your body is flipping end over end.
I don't know how to. I'm just gonna roll dex. I don't know how to make it a save. 18.
You managed to right yourself and spread your wings.
All right. This time I'm gonna try it again, but this time as I dive, I'm gonna hook the talons, but keep the wings open and use them to like angle down and give myself downward pressure, like the, like the spoiler on the back of the car.
You can give me another attack or a dexterity check.
I'll do a dex check this time.
Can he get advantage if he says spoiler alert?
Too late.
I don't know. I didn't answer.
13.
Oh, you said too late. This actually manages to help you out, and you can get into the side of it. Maybe you find a rail this time.
Okay.
But yeah,
and I grind the rail.
Yeah.
Goldfinger starts playing. It's rad. All right, cool. I'm just gonna hang out with this truck.
skitching on the truck.
Am I skitching? I thought I was just grabbing the top of it. I caught a truck, and I'm going to disembowel it.
Not really skitching, but there's no real equivalent word that I can think of.
Surfing.
Surfing. I stand corrected. Dylan.
Smurfing.
All right, you're in the car. Let's see after another 20 minutes what happened. That's definitely cocked on the screen, but it shows a 3 in the chat.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Get out of here. He's still inside looking.
Dylan's gonna attempt to call his phone.
Right. Straight to voicemail.
Oh no, she says.
This plan is working out amazing so far.
Heck yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. Maybe.
Oh, did you just jinx us?
Maybe if we don't believe in that, then it won't. It's not. We just like put it out into the universe.
Okay. Dylan is gonna like cross her fingers and then get out of the car and turn around 3 times and spit.
Oh, nice moves. I didn't know those.
I saw it on TV.
Sweet. I'll do it. I'll demorph and do it if you want me to.
I mean, you probably need to demorph soon anyway, right?
I think I got a little bit longer. Hang on, let me go check a clock.
Okay.
I probably got another 45-ish.
Sweet.
So really 30. I should probably demorph in 30 then.
Okay. Do you have any idea where you're gonna go for that?
I mean, that shed and behind your house has been pretty good.
Okay. Just keep an eye on neighbors.
Yeah.
Dad.
Stay away. Oh yeah,
security
your
lights. Home.
Maybe I'll do a Zac. I'll get up in a tree and remorph.
That sounds terrifying and also awesome.
You convinced me. Let's see what happens. Come on, Dad. Let's move the story along. So that is a 14. He gets a +3.
No.
And after about 15 more minutes, you get a call from your dad on your phone.
She's gonna wait just a second and then answer it.
Dylan.
Hey, Dad.
Dylan, where are you?
I had to park because you called, and it took me forever to find a spot.
Oh. Are you close to being home?
I don't know. It's really, really backed up out here.
I'm gonna just call it Uber.
I don't know if Uber's gonna get to you. Also, you don't call Uber.
What do you mean you don't call them? How do you get a hold of them? It's not like a cab.
Have you never Ubered without me?
No, just with you.
Oh my God. Do you even have the app on your phone?
It's an app. I was gonna Google the number.
Oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, I have a hip, cool dad. He's so great. He's so young and hip. And then you say things like that, and I'm like, this Mo is old.
Well, I had a Razor phone. Motorola.
What is that? Your phone used to shave you.
No, it was just sleek like a Razor.
Why do they have so many like multi-use items? It's so weird.
I guess we wanted to be efficient back in my day.
Ugh.
You ever heard of a talk boy?
A what?
It was on this movie called Home Alone, and he could record. He could change the voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you showed me that movie.
Yeah.
It's weird. That kid was hunting those people.
Well, they deserved it.
Okay.
They were trying to steal Christmas from the kids in the second one. Orphans. You know how we feel about orphans?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm late for work. Listen, I gotta call this Uber, download this app or something. Maybe a neighbor can take me. I don't know. You're not gonna be back soon.
I'm trying real hard to get there.
Okay.
If you can just wait, I'm trying to get there.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Huh. Ooh.
Where's my? Give me the advanced dice roller. That's what I want, so I can add the numbers to it. He says, I don't know, Dylan. I'm already pretty late. I'm just gonna go ahead and call them, and if they show up before you, then okay. If not,
Yeah, Dad, call Uber.
well, yeah, you know what I mean. Shit.
No, you should call them. I bet that they can send someone if you call them.
All right, I'll try that.
Call their customer support.
All right, I think I gotta get off here. I'll hurry if you can. Love you. Be careful. Good job pulling over when I called you.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to you though.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You're so weird.
Click. All right.
Cameron, we got to do something.
What happened? What did he say?
He's gonna call an Uber. I don't know. He's so old.
Call an Uber. Yeah, with a smoke signal.
Oh man.
I don't know if we got to do anything, Dylan. Yeah, we actually do, but yeah, I don't know.
We do though. Yeah, we do. Oh man. What are we gonna do? How we do? Get his phone. Can you get his phone? You probably can't get his phone.
Well, maybe if you go in and open a window. But then if you're back, he's gonna have your
not
car.
There.
Shit. Maybe the back window in the kitchen's still open. I can try that.
Yeah, it should be. We didn't close it, right?
I don't think so. I'll give it a shot. Just tell me to do it.
Be so careful. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He's not gonna hurt you.
I hope not. Okay. Here I go. Ooh. Where's your osprey sheet, Cameron?
It's not Cameron's fault you don't have the osprey sheet open.
I did have it open and I closed it.
No.
It's on me. Boom. Boom. Oh. Open up. It's telling me it's open. Oh, here it is. It's not Cameron's fault. I didn't see that the osprey sheet was still there. All right. Dylan, roll a perception check.
Oh no.
You don't know. Cameron hasn't responded back. He should have been in and at least gave you some kind of message by now.
Cameron. What the fuck, man? I'm gonna crank the car and I'm gonna call Dad.
All right. After a couple of one ring, he picks up. Hello?
Hey, is everything cool?
What? There's some loud noise just hit against the back window and cracked it, and there's this bird laying outside.
Okay.
It looked like it was trying to come in. The window was open some.
That's unfortunate. Okay. All right. I'm just a couple streets over. I'll be there in just a second and I'll take care of the bird.
You know how to take care of this?
I sure don't, but I'm gonna.
Okay. Oh, okay. Should I do anything for it?
Make sure it's breathing, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside. I got the Uber thing and put in my credit card.
Okay, but if I'm home soon, then you don't need that, right?
Yeah, but I just, you said traffic. I don't know. I'll cancel it when you get here.
Okay, they might still charge you, just so you know.
Shit.
Yeah, if it's like within 10 minutes, they're still going to charge you.
All right, you're just a couple of streets over?
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I mean, I am.
Yeah. You can have advantage on it since you're telling the truth.
Oh, shit, yeah. Whew. Okay.
Well, so I think it's still a 9, yeah.
Fuck.
The advantage takes away the disadvantage.
Yeah.
And we'll give him a roll. Huh. All right, I'll go ahead and cancel it since you're right there. And I'm gonna see if this bird's breathing. Hang on a second. You hear the phone shuffle around a little bit. Door open and close. All right, little guy. Don't bite me or anything. It's hard to tell. I think I see his body rising, but I can't tell if it's
okay. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay. All right. I'll be there in just a second.
All right.
And Dylan is already driving, like on the phone, but is trying not to sound like she's driving.
Yeah, he kind of looking over it, and he's like put the phone down as he's like looking over the bird, and he's saying, it's not moving, but I do see its chest is rising and falling.
Okay, good. I don't even want you to touch it. It.
Yeah. Might not go back to its babies.
All right, just let you know, I put you on speakerphone and I am driving.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, and it'll probably take you less than 5 minutes to get back to your house.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm going home.
And you get there. You pull in. Well, do you pull in? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. If you go to the back.
I take the keys out of the ignition and I shove them underneath the back seat before I get out.
This man could not find his phone for 45 minutes. He definitely not gonna find them keys. Yeah. You shove the keys in the back and get out. And sure enough, in the backyard, standing over an osprey, with it looks like its beak is like bent in. Yeah, and your dad's kind of over it, just kind of looking at it, not touching it. And he's got his phone in his hand, and he said, shows you a picture. It looks, I think this is the same bird, and he has an osprey on his phone, and he's like, but the beak and the face and stuff look different.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna deal with this. You go.
Yeah. Okay. Are the keys in the car?
Yeah, I threw them. I don't know where they are. I threw them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really upset.
Let me know how he turns out, she turns out, it turns out.
Okay.
All right. And he kind of runs, jogs.
Scoop him up immediately. Cameron, you get the fuck up.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
It's pretty persuasive.
You do feel his body's shallow breathing, but he doesn't wake up.
Dylan like takes her fingers and starts rubbing underneath his chin and on his chest and is like, come on, man. Come on. You can do it. Please get up.
Give me a persuasion check. Or not a persuasion, a medicine or animal handling. Either or.
Yeah, we're going to do medicine. Trash.
As you're like kind of massaging his chest and his like under his neck area, that place, you do, instead of it like being long, drawn out and deep breaths, it starts to become a little bit more normal.
As it starts to become more normal, she's gonna like with him scooped up, take him over behind the shed. Come on, dude, get up. I'm gonna start pulling feathers. I swear to God.
You can do another persuasion.
I don't know where my character sheet went.
They do that.
Yeah.
Just take a crit 20. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take a 20. I'll take the crit 20, I guess. Do I raise my roof on that? I don't remember.
If it works.
If it's not against me, then yes.
Oh, it's against.
Oh, well then no, you don't get anything.
I thought it was like for Cameron.
Yeah,
nope.
What the fuck?
So Cameron, as you say, I'm going to start plucking feathers, he says, hey, then I won't be able to fly that well.
Morph now.
It's safe.
I don't care if it's safe. Morph now.
Okay. You see the changes slowly start as the engine revs up from the driveway. Hey, Zac.
What's up?
Hey, do we have to welcome back or something? Hey, welcome back. Hey, Zac.
What's up?
You're skitching along surfing along on this.
Skriding.
Skriding. Anything you want to do as you're skriding? You have.
Yeah, now that I'm closer, I'm going to keep trying to listen because I do want to try to figure out what's in this truck. Because, like, I have a sneaking suspicion, but, like.
Oh, okay. Give me a perception check then.
Can I percept? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking can.
21. It's still a little too hard to hear inside the box truck. But what you do catch is a woman's voice, a familiar woman's voice on the phone in the car in front of you. And she says, I'm already going to miss my 8 o'clock appointment because it's hard as hell to get around this city now. Oh, hang on. I forgot. It's a familiar voice. It's hard as hell to get around this city now. I'm going to miss my 8 o'clock appointment, but I'm going to still make it for the 9. We have a police escort. As Joan Rivers is talking on her phone. Joan
Rivers?
Rivers. Joan.
Incredible.
Reese's mom. Reese's mom is what
Joan
he's going
Reese.
for.
Reese's mom, Joan
Initially,
Rivers.
I was like, I don't appreciate you making fun of me like this, and now I just don't appreciate the way you butchered Joan Rivers.
Oh fuck.
It went from Rita Klein to allegedly Joan Rivers.
Joan Reese.
Oh. Okay.
You hear the familiar voice of Joan Reese. I forgot it. I think Alex is about to type me that I did her accent wrong. Joan Rivers Reese. Oh.
No, sorry. I was just making a joke about the fucked up shit we did last time.
Yeah. This is a good joke.
Ricky, Randy Orton, Rivers, Reese.
You hear Joan Reese on the phone in the car ahead of you.
All right. Well, that kind of confirms like half my theory. Damn, they really did a number soundproofing this fucking truck. I say to myself in my head.
You hear sounds in there. They're just
Okay.
a mix of sounds that's hard to make out because
Anything that sounds like claws on metal.
with the 21, I'll give you that.
Cool.
Something sounds similar to that.
Confirmed enough. When I'm just gonna like keep like looking forward, and when we get close enough to the observatory, I'm gonna start trying to ping Van or Max.
You are now on that straight ahead road between the red and the blue districts. Straight ahead of you, you'll see we'll say about 5 miles, 6 miles away is the observatory nestled into the maybe not 5 miles. I think that's going to be like 10 miles. I don't know distance.
There's a scale on the map.
I don't know if it's right.
How many football fields?
Oh,
Americans will use anything but the metric system. Give it to me in
20 football fields.
Oh.
20. Is that far? But with
I don't know.
Well,
with
less
your
than 10 miles.
less shit, you can see with your eagle eyes.
Do you think a football field is half a mile?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know how far a mile is.
Like over 5,000 feet.
It's like 1,900.
Nope.
So it's ways away.
It's off a ways. Zach doesn't know either. He doesn't drive.
Yeah, but you can
What does
see
he know
it.
from miles?
You're basically on the road. All roads lead to the observatory.
Yeah, if you take the right turns.
Or if you take all right turns in a circle.
5280. 5,280 feet in a mile. I said it was over 5,000. I just remember the exact numbers.
Yeah.
Zach knows, though.
Some of that. And yeah, you're on your way.
All right, me and Joan Rivers are almost at the observatory.
Savannah. As Aximili has dove down and disappeared underneath the telescope lens, you hear maybe 10 seconds later, there's no one in here.
All right, I'll follow him in.
Give me an acrobatics.
I don't know if that was the right one. That's right? Dex is right?
Yep.
Cool.
You described to me how you shoot through this opening into the room.
Precisely like that. All business. Just right through the largest part of the opening and then immediately trying to flare wings and like stay above desk level, above computer level, under ceiling level.
You swoop down and in, and as you do, you see whether it is decorative or this is the way it was built and it still works like that. Lining the walls, there's gears, and it looks like they all connect together like the inside of a clock. It's just gears all around.
Like the shifting internal components of a telescope moving left and right kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Rad as hell.
And there's also that glow is coming from a computer screen that is set. It's on a desk, but it's like the desk is set into the whole mechanism. So it's like this control center is for this whole thing.
Okay.
And it's built into it.
Okay, so we got the right space, it looks like.
It looks like from just your initial, swoop in. There is an opening that kind of leads to a staircase that you can see out of a window of the door. You can see the staircase to the north side of the room. I'm going to bring in a map real quick for you. You don't have to switch yet, though, the screen. All right. So just so you can see, down here is what you would have saw in front of the tower.
Okay.
This is like the entrance to where the tower is. And now I'm going to open up here for you. 1 second. Dang. My Roll20 is running slow as hell. Did that take you there?
Yeah.
So you're gonna kind of ignore some of what this looks like.
Gaseous cloud.
That I think is snow, but that is actually the lens of the telescope.
Made of a crystallized snowflake.
This is the door. This F. So at the north
F
is
for
the
door. Got it.
F for door. And this over here to the south is where the desk and the monitor is.
And there's a window in the door, and we can see a stairwell through it.
Correct.
Okay. Does the door have an obvious lock on it?
It is like one of those handles that you can like lift up or down. You know what I mean? And they have
like in Jurassic Park that the Velociraptors can grab.
Yep.
Got it.
And there is like a way to lock it from the inside, like just like a little knob or whatever I guess that's called, and you can lock it from in there. It is turned, I believe it's right to left to lock it. I don't know. It's turned right to left right now. I think that means locked.
Okay, so it's locked already.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's horizontal. The lock part is horizontal, so it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maximilian, does this look like an appropriate place for you to attempt to install the transponder?
You see him. He's kind of standing on the desk, kind of looking at the screen, and he says, "I believe this is the control room, but it looks like the telescope is not currently powered on, and I don't see anything in here to turn it on. The power supply may be on a different level."
Okay. Installing that will take time, correct?
Correct.
Do you think you could walk me through it if I go back out of here and start observing around the telescope for a place to turn it on?
Do you mean this is? I'll be outside of character. Do you mean explain how to install the transponder, or explain how to find the power?
Maximilian, stay in here, install the transponder, take the time that he needs. Savannah will go try to find the boot up power source and turn it on. But if in case it's a complicated multi-step thing.
Hang on, let me actually double check a note real quick.
It is just a light switch, a big light switch. It is that easy. I love your notes, Austin. They're great.
He'll say it should be labeled, and it should just be a switch. There shouldn't be any kind of, you shouldn't need any other knowledge than being able to flip a switch.
I can probably handle that.
The trick may be finding it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that I think I could probably figure out of here. I could probably find where the wires lead.
I will begin.
All right. I'll come back and try to listen out as soon as I can.
One more thing, Savannah. Should I make the call first, or should I sabotage the information, or is that what you plan to have the androids do?
If the androids can get back here and sabotage the information, that would be great, but we are going to have to do that ourselves as well.
Is that first?
God, this is a trolley problem, isn't it? I think we have to call the Andalites first. We need backup for the entirety of Earth.
Then we will do that.
Okay.
He starts to grow his little owl body as he's demorphing. What do you do?
I'm flying back out to try and find the power source to the telescope.
He'll, as you like flutter up to back to the exit, he'll say, the telescope or the power supply will probably be in here somewhere, in the tower somewhere. Are you just going to get a better look around?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find kind of a source, wires or a large, I don't know, tube channel of some sort that looks like it might be where the power goes.
If they have updated their building, maybe there would be some sign on the outside of rewiring. So look for any part of the building that looks newer or updated.
Okay.
And that'll kind of be him giving you the help action as you fly back
Sweet.
out. We'll just say, yeah, as you get out and start to fly around, you can go ahead and give me another perception check if you want to look around, but you can describe like where you're looking.
Okay. Yeah, so as she's kind of flying back out around this tower, like literally the first thing is just circling the tower. And then it's going to be starting to look for what Axmelly described, any sign of like new construction or signs, power, anything like that.
So whoever they hired to do this or whatever, they did a pretty good job, because it takes you some looking to see this cable, and that it's been kind of like you just noticed just enough that there has been part of the outside wall taken out, wires ran through, and then like covered back up, but made to look like how it looked before. So these big cables that are hidden beneath this that you've discovered lead to the third floor. And I'll even give you, as you kind of circle around the third floor, you do see like there's more gears decorating a big box. And it looks like some kind of, I'm going to say server box that you would kind of see in like movies that kind of house servers, but that looks like it could be it. On the other side is just an office with a door that kind of leads out into, so it's basically split into two. One side, the left side, is where that server box and generator, or that server box is. On the right side is where the office is, and there's a door with another window like the top floor that you can look in from the right side of the building, see through the door into the left room through that window. So
okay, but the server box is what it seems like the wiring is going to?
yes.
Okay, can I get in there?
There are windows, but all of them are closed. I will also say, as you circle around, in the side where the server box is are steps that lead up, and on the side, steps that lead down.
The steps that lead up, are they on the same side as the room upstairs that Aximilia's in?
They are.
So logically, I could conclude the stairway probably leads there?
Yep.
Okay. And in the server room, if I can see into it, is there a door in there as well, like the one upstairs?
There is the one that leads to the other steps, yes. And then there is also another door that leads into that office on the right. So picture the steps come down, and then to the left of the steps is a door that you can see through that window that leads to another set of steps.
That, like, it's just a normal spiraling staircase,
Right.
but you can go right. Okay. And there's the only way into this room is probably like breaking into a window or coming down those steps.
At least from this floor, it looks like that would be the only way.
Okay, I think Savannah will circle back up into the room that Aximilia is in, and she'll dive back in there.
And now that you know the way, you know, you've done it once, it's easier now. You float right in, and he is demorphed and already. He looks like he's underneath where that monitor is, and he has a panel pulled off, and he's working in there.
I think Savannah will land in there and start demorphing and saying, "I think I can get to the server box downstairs, and at some point, human self, and get to turn the power on from there. I think I can just go down the steps."
Yes, be careful and yell if you need anything.
Okay, I will.
He goes back to work. One of his stalk eyes watching you. And as you approach the door, we'll cut back to Dylan. Dylan, Cameron is starting to finish up his morph, but you've heard the car start behind you. And
2 questions.
Mhm.
Does Cameron still have claws?
they're starting to retract, like his talons and stuff. They're starting to retract.
Yeah. Does Cameron still have feathers?
Yes, but they are also seem to be seeping into his.
Dylan's gonna reach out and grab one of his little feets, and say, "This might hurt, and I'm really sorry." And she's going to slash it at her arm with it.
Ah! That hurt you.
I knew it was gonna hurt me, but I was more worried about you right now. And then she's gonna grab a feather and snag it and take off.
All right, I'll be back. Thought speed cuts off. Where are you taking off to?
She's running to the front to try and catch Dad.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
He is pulling out of your driveway as you come around the house. He looks like he's about to just take off down the street, but you still have time to try to get his attention somehow.
Yeah, she's gonna try and hold her arm that she's just cut and wave the feather in the air, yelling, "Dad! Ah! Dad!"
All right, yeah, give me a perception check. Or not a perception, I'm sorry, performance.
Okay.
With advantage because the blood, though, right?
The blood. No, it doesn't matter.
Well, it wouldn't matter because it would then just be a flat roll. So, but we'll give him a perception check, and we'll say for him to see this, there'll still be a chance for him to see it, but he has to roll under yours because I think that's the only way it's going to make sense to even roll. But we'll see what happens. The car moves down the street.
Dylan says, "What the fuck am I doing?" and pulls out her phone and calls him.
It rings a couple of times and then, hello?
Hey, it cut me. It got
cut
me.
you.
It got me. I'm bleeding.
You hear down the road. Do you need help? Like, do you need me to do you need to go to the hospital or something?
Yeah. Well, a wild animal did put its claw thingy into my body, so probably. But I'll go wash it with like antiseptic if you think that's fine.
Maybe you should do that anyway. But I'm and you see him pulling back into the driveway now. I can take you. Where's the bird?
It flew off.
Okay. Do you want to wash your arm first or just go ahead and go? Actually, let's just go ahead and go.
She gets in the car.
Yeah, you get in the car and you see he's already texting and then he sends a message and puts his phone down and puts the car in reverse and pulls out. So on this, as you are driving on this ride at stoplights or stop signs, he takes some time to look at his phone and he sends some more messages. You can try to give me a perception check if you want to kind of see what he's doing. So I'll say you don't get all of the messages, but you do see that he's text a person named Professor Barron, and he's text that Michelle girl.
Okay. Clutching her arm and like she's kind of got her arm under the seatbelt too, where she just kind of put it over her. She's like, "That I'm so sorry, Dad. I was trying to make sure that you could go, and I was careless."
Give me a deception check.
I'm getting rid of these fucking
These physical dice.
These dice, yeah. Ugh, go away.
He just kind of looks at you and kind of squints and he says, no, you can't. You were doing something nice for that bird. You got caught up in traffic. Look, it's not your fault, Dylan.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird question to ask, and it's weird to ask it right now, but are you seeing somebody?
Give me an insight check.
How? I have a +5 to insight. Okay.
I was going to argue it should be an advantage because it probably caught him way off guard.
Doesn't matter.
It would still
he can't
be
hide it, right? Oh fuck. Okay, never mind.
He fumbles his phone and like panics and like puts his hands back on the wheel and he says, what makes you ask that? I mean, yeah, I'll answer that. I'm just saying, what makes you ask that?
I don't know. You just been like goofier which I didn't think was possible, but like a little bit, right? And like smiling a lot and texting, which is weird for you because olds don't do that.
Yeah. We called people back in my day.
Exactly. Yeah.
He kind of looking forward, and every now and then he'll like glance over when he's talking to you, but right now he's kind of looking forward and he just starts to smile. And he says, there's this girl from work.
I knew it.
He kind of laughs. Her name is Michelle, and she's really cool, but I mean, we haven't done anything, we haven't went on any kind of dates or anything. It's just a lot of hanging around each other at work and talking about, the stars and what we want to do with our careers, things like that.
Gross.
Yeah. Is that okay?
That you like somewhat? Yeah, it's okay. Why would it not be okay?
Well, I don't know why it might not be okay, but it might not be. So I wanted to ask. I don't know. You are the most important thing in my life. So if she's going to become something important, I probably should have brought it up, but I'm glad you did. It would be something nice to talk about to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know. And I want you to be happy with someone. Blech. Gross.
Well, she's a cosmologist.
Nerds.
And he just kind of giggles as he keeps moving forward. And at stop signs, he like you'll hear his phone text while he's driving, and he'll kind of look at it and like side glance at you, but then wait till he gets to a stop sign and then picks it up and kind of checks it. And yeah, just smiling as he's texting. Zac, as you move further and further down the road, closer to the observatory, give me a perception check.
Percepciones. Yeah. Well, just 22.
Yeah, just 22. You see underneath the telescope lens an owl dive into the top floor.
Down?
Still no response from Thought Speak. You're at least a football field away still or something.
At least. All right. I'm just waiting. Like, if is the observatory up a mountain at all?
It is. It's set in the mountain base, but like, yeah, there are
Okay.
some hills that kind of lead up to it. But
So I'm wondering if, like, at some point the road is going to become a series of switchbacks, and then I can just take off from the truck and start flying straight up.
this is
and
about.
thereby beat them.
We'll say you're getting to about that point now, where there's the few switchbacks that lead to the parking lot of the observatory.
All right, then I'm going to wait until the first time they're approaching one is starting to slow down, and I'm going to like let their momentum launch me off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to like work with the physics of it to get off the top of the truck.
You can.
I saw you snap your head back.
Sorry.
You can. So you can, if you want, just take off and be fine. But if you want to make it, give you a little bit of extra oomph.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all the oomph I can, so I'll throw it. You want an athletics check?
Athletics check. With it, we'll give this advantage.
Surely, not a dexterity, surely. Because I'm timing something.
Figure out, argue it. You might be able to make a dex.
Because I'm timing something. That was the argument. That's the whole argument. Because I'm timing it, so I've got to it's like a balance thing. You got to like go right at the right second.
I'll say this: give me an intelligence check. If you get over a 13, you can use Dex.
All right, I'll try to fucking wait. What? No.
So no, no advantage.
Okay, so strength then. That's what you're saying. Not Dex.
Not Dex. Yeah, that's what I meant. You do get advantage, not Dex. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'll take the advantage then. 16.
16. Yeah. You almost thermal like rises into the air off of this wind. You drop down and then I start
swirling and I go up lazily.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
You're cute out.
Anyway, so
I head
go up the thing.
Yeah, you climb and you get to the top.
Great. Yeah, so as I'm going, I'm fucking screaming, Van! Van!
Eventually, yeah, you hear it in your head as you get to the door, Savannah and Human.
As I get to the door,
Mm-hmm.
So I can just turn around to Maximilian and say, tell him to get in here now.
Savannah says, get in here now. There is an opening underneath the telescope.
Yeah, all right, I will. There's a van and like a police escort and Reese's mom. They're all coming. I'm pretty sure I heard, I don't know, big scary aliens in the van. Just, in the box truck, not in van. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
And this was to both of them, so
he
doesn't have to translate it.
Stock eyes are locked on you, Savannah.
Meanwhile, I'm heading for that opening under the telescope.
Maximilian, I think we have to change courses here. If they're already putting an entire escort of Hork-Bajir and things on here, I think we need to erase our tracks. I'll still try to go turn the telescope on if we can do both, but I think we have to switch tactics.
I am halfway through installing the transponder. But if
could I hear what she said? I could.
Yeah. Now that you're getting closer, you can hear her.
Okay.
Let's hope that Zac has the chi with him.
Nope, they're stuck in traffic. I took off so I could get here sooner. I'm sure they'll be along shortly.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get both of you on it and I'll see if there's anything I can do to stall these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zac, as you drop, give me one more perception check while you're outside.
Perception. Pow. Nat 20, baby.
As you drop from the air and let the wind flow through your feathers, and you're going for the opening of the underneath the telescope, you see the van or the box truck pull around the side of the tower, and it kind of backs up into like a loading bay. The car is parked in front of the tower of the observatory.
All right. I'm making a mental map of loading bay, distance to thing. I don't know what the corridors inside look like, obviously, but like just distance is what I'm trying to figure out. And trying to calculate, like, if it's a straight run, how far away are they from where inside we are? Assuming they're going to have to go up an elevator or upstairs or something.
Give me a history check.
History?
Yeah. You went on a field trip here too.
I did. That's true. And Zac, as we all know, is great at remembering things. 17.
Yeah. Yeah. So you remember that, like, you mostly were in that observatory. where you watch the show. So that is a big building, and it sits to the left of the tower, we'll say.
Okay.
But it's still like connected to it. The van pulls to the back right of the tower from where you are. So northeastern like quadrant of this circular tower.
Okay.
From the inside, there is like a big meeting room. There's a few offices. There's like the security office, and then there's the gift shop on the ground floor. And that's kind of what you remember. So, how far is it to run? How long would it take them to run from where they are to where you guys might be? Less than 5 minutes. They could get from the floor to the probably the top.
Okay. So then I guess as I'm swooping in, and then where's the car?
The car is in the front of the tower.
Okay, so the gift shop entrance, more or less?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. As I'm diving in, then I was going to say, like, we've got about, 5 minutes before there's troops here. Probably less, actually. That truck is pulling up to the loading dock.
You're in now on the top floor.
Okay. I'm demorphing because the instructions were that I was going to help Axe. So I'm going to get up there. And as I'm demorphing, I'm just going to be like, you guys take care of cameras, right?
We just got here. We haven't done anything yet. I guess Savannah's not morphed yet. We just got here. We haven't done anything yet.
Zac pumps the brakes. Pump the brakes on that demorph. And with my owl eyes, just do a quick scan of the room.
Give me investigation or perception.
Don't mind if I perceive. That's fucking terrible. I don't see shit. I've got goopy, problematic, human, half human eyes.
So as you kind of look around, no cameras. Not in this room.
How about as my morph continues to digress back into full owl?
Gets a little bit harder to see because it's dark in here.
That's not how owls work.
Oh, you're going back to owl?
Yeah, I said I pumped the brakes and I'm going back.
Sorry.
So once I'm fully owl again, now I will re-perceive.
It's still pretty much, the same vision. You didn't demorph your owl eyes enough. You feel like you've got the lay of this room.
Okay. I don't see any cameras. Max, do you see any?
Let's give him a perception check.
What do your Andalite eyes see?
I'm going to take away his normal advantage because he is still working. So
yeah,
he has 2 eyes.
They're not specifically advanced, with their vision to be able to see all kinds of things at once.
They would disagree. There is a camera on this monitor, but I have disabled it.
Okay, cool. Then Zac demorphs.
And does Savannah do anything for the minute it takes that?
Savannah does not. She's waiting and she's kind of thinking now. She's just taking a second to consider what to do next.
After that minute, Zac, you're fully demorphed.
Okay. How can I help? He cracks his knuckles.
Aximili has now stood up and he's on the keyboard and he says,
"Stood on the keyboard."
He stood up and he's now using the keyboard and no longer on the floor.
Oh, because he was down there installing stuff.
Yeah.
I got you. All right.
And he says, as he's already started to make his way through the computer and everything, he says, man, I gotta find it. It looks like all of the data that each user works on is saved to their profile. Okay. So we need to log into his profile to alter the data.
There's no like central repository where all the data is stored.
If you can find where their cloud storage is, maybe.
Zach's like thinking through it, and he figures all the telescope data must go to a central place, and that would be the best place to input a bug in the code.
Do you say that to him?
Yeah, so I'll say something to that effect out loud, but smarter.
that is correct. And there would be a place where all the data would go from the telescope. But that data is copied and saved, I believe, on their personal profiles.
So he'd be working from a copy. And so that might be why he saw the mistake. But if the Yeerks go and check the telescope raw data, they're going to see that it was in fact accurate, right? Even though we may introduce something that looks like a bug, like a coding feature that looks like it's fucked up, but if they go double check the actual source data, then it's going to actually be good. So it'll not only be still damning for him, but then double damning, because it's well, why did you have this weird bug in your shit?
That is correct. That may work.
All right. So we got to fuck up both, right? I think we need to fuck it up in the central database and then copy the fuck up into his shit.
Van,
does this make sense?
While you guys were talking, Savannah is going to start morphing and head out of the room. As soon as you guys started tech talking, she was like, I'm out.
What are you going to? What are you morphing to?
Moose.
Might be making a really big mistake.
Is it a giant mistake? Is it a megafauna mistake?
Yeah. And you said there was elevators, right?
I did not.
Great. Fantastic. That helps me immensely. She's heading down the stairs and she's going to Elephant.
Ooh. Oh, are you? No stealth.
None. She's here to distract them and to fight. She doesn't. She's literally trying to be the target to take away from what they are doing upstairs.
So Zac spins around to say, Van, does that make sense? And just sees swinging door.
Yeah.
Bro, where are you? Fuck. All right, we are on the clock.
And as the clock starts, that's where we're going to stop.
I swear to fucking God.
It's a nightmare from hell.